Aloha and welcome back. I'm Panther and this is Final Fantasy Renaissance version 2.0.4. I'm making this video not to further the progression of my three little dancers here, but to actually, well, not only that anyway. I don't know why I've got a southern twang now. If you can't hear it, I've been sick. I thought I had, so, day one, I recorded a episode of Odd Sparks. Okay, cool, not too bad. This is a bad one. And my throat was not feeling great, but it wasn't feeling terrible. But, so it was kind of scratchy. It wasn't bad, but... Sorry, this is gonna be an awkward video. Anyway, so, as I'm sitting there, trying to get set up for the next video, I start feeling really, really groggy. I'm gonna get a cough drop. This is not good for my throat, but I need to do this so you all can get informed. Oh. So basically what's going on is, I started to feel really tired, like really down, not down, just like physically drained, and like my head got really hazy and foggy, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? What's going on? What the hell? And like as the day's going on, I'm like, okay, I can't do any more recordings. That's fine. I'll go to bed. Wake up. So I wake up and I realize, okay, my throat is still scratchy. I'm probably sick. Okay, cool, fine, whatever. Not that big of a deal. So that particular day, I toughed out a lot of stuff, and I just kept on trucking. I didn't have too much problem doing that. I was completely okay with things going on. Then day 2 came around, or I guess technically day 3. It's the second day of me being aware that, yeah, I'm ill. Well, oh boy, I woke up and had a slight headache because of the fact that I have a mild caffeine addiction to like soda and various other things. And guess what I wanted to drink? So like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, okay, you know what? My throat's feeling fine. My throat is feeling fine. I'm gonna keep telling myself that until after I take a swig of soda, and my throat proceeds to punish me by being so inflamed that I can't think. Yay. So that quickly turned into a rather scary event. Because now I'm thinking, oh god, I have a throat infection. Okay, cool. I don't have any income. So, I'm like, I'm not gonna stress anybody with this. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it heal up and not have to worry about anything. Just gonna let it ride and see how things pan out. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, oh, that was the dumbest thing in the world. So what was dumb about it isn't what you think. First and foremost, it turns out I was right. I didn't have to worry. But you know who the biggest worrier is? Me. So, you can imagine that all things that came about turned horrible quick. So, yeah, today is the 4th day I've been ill like this. And I'm like, okay, no, I can't do this. I have to go to the hospital. So we actually went to a clinic instead because they're more personable. And they're like, hey, we don't have any openings. You'll have to go to our urgent care ward. And I'm like, oh, okay. Whatever. I'm sitting there, like, drinking water and trying not to think too much on the scratch and the pain of the things in my throat. Which kind of worked. But I eventually got to see a practitioner, and I got to talk with them, and so I don't have the flu, I don't have strep throat, I don't have COVID. Okay, really? No. Piss off with the asp shit. The amount of fucks I give right now are very low. You could piss off. But yeah, so for the most part, we're looking at the fact that my stubbornness wasn't exactly false, but I could have handled things a little better, aka not been dumb and used soda on my second day. Now, the doctor did say that I'm not out of the woods yet, and there is a possibility that this could turn into a bacterial infection. And that would be very bad. But provided I stay away from spicy and hot foods, because that would agitate the inflammation. Use painkillers as needed, and just drink plenty of water. I should be fine. But yeah, so this is basically to let you all know I'm not dead. Though, hot damn, for a while there, I fucking felt like it. I could not sleep. I ended up sleeping in the front room just to let my sister clean my bedding because I didn't know what was going on with me. I mean, nobody knew what was going on with me. Except the doctor, but the reason I didn't go is because I didn't have any money. I don't know if I had to pay for this latest visit. It's kind of worrying. But, one thing for sure, I got that out of the way, and they were like, "Yeah, no, you're fine. Ice cream is okay. So sugar is not that big of a problem." So I got myself some mochi ice cream. The reason being is mochi ice cream is something that you can just pick up and pop in your mouth and you're fine. And oh my god, did it feel so nice to have one of those, and just my throat was like, "Yeah, this is fine, no problem." And I'm like, "Oh my god, thank you." So yeah, that's how I've been for the last 4 days, I think. And yeah, I don't know how different I sound. I mean, in my head, I sound very different. But that's in my head. And I always sound different than what I sound anyway, so... So yeah, this episode isn't going to be particularly long because that's not healthy for me to do. I'll probably go until all my ladies level up at least once, which shouldn't be too long. And then I will end the episode, and I'll come back when I'm actually like healthy. Because not doing that bullshit thing of like killing myself to provide you guys with content, no offense, my health is not that expendable. But yeah, by the way, I don't have my headphones on. I did not want to stress myself even further, so hooray on that front. I don't know if I'm having to stop that. So yeah, talking makes it feel so much worse. It really does, but oh well. So how close are you, ladies? 800. Just do that to lock it in, not nothing else. But yeah, the bigger thing about the whole doctor's visit was more or less just to shut my brain up of going like, oh god, this is really bad. I might not be able to pull out of this. This might be something that ends me, sort of thing. And now, mind you, that portion of my brain has not shut up, but now it's one of those things of like, hey, this is something that I can fight against. This is something that I can do something about. I just need to be careful and not stupid. So, no soda. I've got like pudding and other things. I've got salads so that I can, my dad has very graciously let me use or purchase salads. I've got the mochi ice cream, which will last me a day or two. And then I'm gonna go and do stuff. Pick up probably some more mochi stuff, because that mochi ice cream is like, it's got a sort of gummy, if you haven't tried it, I would suggest picking a flavor that you know you like, regardless of what the texture is, to test it out. Because it's got an outside that is sort of a candy gummy feel, sort of like a mixture of dough and candy, and at the end of the day, that's something that will very drastically differ between individuals on what they do and don't like in a particular thing. So, yeah, I highly recommend that if you are gonna sit there and do it, you do so with the understanding that it's gonna have a different flavor than you're used to, and that's okay. So I say flavor in the regards of, like, strawberry is gonna taste like strawberry. It's the one I got because I'm not gonna tax my throat with stuff like matcha. I say as I'm taxing my throat with freaking talking with you guys, but yeah, so there's that. That's it. That's the long and the short of it, all rolled into one. The reason why I didn't do any more videos is because at first my throat was fine and I could talk just okay, but it was like, okay, my throat's kind of scratchy. If I sit there and talk, that's not gonna be great. And like mentally, I was starting to become into this fog of haze that I couldn't think properly. Like, I couldn't even make something because I would either be too tired to focus, or I would literally be in so much pain that I couldn't think. And that's terrible. So yeah, the bottom line came into the fact that after I was said and done, I couldn't do much. So yeah, that's why there hasn't been any uploads in the last 3 or so days outside of Odd Sparks. And man, I did not need the aggravation of not knowing what the hell I was doing wrong in Odd Sparks. Definitely not while my throat was getting worse. So this will probably be the last upload for until I am 100% better, because I don't want to tax my voice too heavily, and I would much rather like get you guys good content where I can actually like either rage at something or, you know, give insightful commentary instead of sitting there going, oh my god, my throat hurts, please just whatever I'm doing, stop, so I can go on with my fucking life. Yeah. So yeah, that's how my brain's currently going. I definitely have to ask, how many of you just like, oh hey, whoa, what happened? Because I, like, mentally, I have no idea how different I actually sound. But, you know, let's see, it was 800, and then we got 300, so just need 500 more, so probably these two guys, and then I'll go out into the ocean and beat some of them. Yeah, the occasional coughing was the other reason why I was like, you know, you guys might not enjoy having me cough every 50 seconds. But I did want to give you guys an update, and I didn't want it to be just like a blank screen. And I did want to have some progress, and the only game that I can have some progress that doesn't take up to an hour to fucking complete is this. Which isn't bad. That's not terrible. Ow. But yeah, so after I'm fully healed, I will definitely come back on and do my record stuff, all that fun jazz. For the time being, though, yeah, it's not gonna go particularly stellar. Only because, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. When your throat gets infected or sick, what else are you gonna do? And the thing is, something like this, it could be from any number of sources, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, there we go. Not a particularly great level up, but, you know, not the worst either. Level 8, cool. Well, anyway, I will catch you all in the next episode, when I'm actually not going to have gravel in my throat. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.